This triple leche, probably 1,200 calories. This cheesecake, probably, dude, it's gotta be 900. This muffin has weight to it. I'm already feeling sick to my stomach and it's not even noon. Sometimes I literally just want to give up on my diet completely and just, what? Oh, should I say it again?
No, I've been letting you talk with that much stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to point that out too.
Eating like this.
Jesse James West goes to the most obese city in America. In this video, we're going to react to one of the videos Jesse James West just put out. This is a up-and-coming YouTuber. I wouldn't even say up-and-coming anymore. He's absolutely exploding. I love his content, his fitness content he puts out. It's also very inspirational, and the kid just got unbelievable work ethic. So we're going to react to this video as a doctor, and I want to see what it's all about. Obesity is definitely a issue that a lot of Americans face, which leads to many other comorbidities. So interested to see what Jesse James West learns throughout this video visiting the most obese city in the United States.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, for the next 50 hours, I'm gonna be living and spending every waking moment in the most obese city in America, all to find out if this place is truly as unhealthy as they say it is.
McAllen, Texas is ranked #1 as the most obese city in America, and I wanted to see if this stands true. So what better day to check this out than my very own birthday? Okay, well,
It's not my fucking birthday. Good morning! Oh, you're over there. Okay, so listen, boys. Today, we are going to be taking on a journey. I'm super excited to get this going. I am weighing in at 185.7 pounds, and we're going to weigh ourselves at the end of this and see if I gain it.
I think he's like 5'10", so 185 is a decent amount of weight. Not too much, but it's probably because of all the muscle that he has as a bodybuilder. Like, I'm honestly about the same size and a little bit higher than that, and I need to cut some weight. But with all that muscle, 185 makes sense for Jesse.
Any weight from all this food that is extremely unhealthy. Listen, boys, we are in the most obese city in America, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the word obese, but I'm gonna be using this as a medical term. What is obesity? It's a disorder involving excessive body fat that increases the risk of health problems. And me being so health conscious and fitness oriented, I had to get to the bottom of it to help as many people as possible by taking it to the most obese city in America. First, we had to get breakfast to see what this food is all about.
So that's not actually the definition that I would give for obesity. So obesity is actually just a classification. It's really not the best system to determine whether or not someone's overweight or not, because it's better for population data. At an individual level, you can have a bodybuilder that has a high BMI, because that's what actually determines whether you're obese or not. That's very fit and very healthy. So obesity is basically defined by a BMI that's 30 or higher. So if you're just going based off BMI, then 18.5 to 24.9 is considered normal weight. Below 18.5 would be underweight. A BMI of 25 to 29.9 would be considered overweight. 30 to 34.9 is considered obese. 35 to 39.9 BMI is considered severely obese. And 40 or more would be considered morbidly obese. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of using this on an individual basis because it doesn't include a lot of other factors at play, like what's your actual body fat percentage, how much muscle mass you have, etc. So it's good for population data, but you might have a high BMI and actually be healthy, or you might have not such a high BMI and not be healthy. So I wouldn't take just that number alone at face value. Also, obesity is also known as class 1 obesity. Severe obesity would be class 2, and the morbid obesity is also known as class 3 obesity.
Do you know any spots that are unhealthy? That's what I was thinking.
so I asked my Uber to take me to his favorite breakfast spot, and he took me to somewhere called Jitters Coffee.
How's it going? What is the most unhealthy coffee you have?
I want to say it's probably our blended, bro.
The ice cream in the coffee?
Yeah.
Is that like a thing?
Yeah, I want to say instead of like ice, we use
Sounds
ice
good.
And then put like espresso and milk in it.
Okay, screw it. Let's go off the deep end today. Can I get
Definitely sounds
chocolate
good.
chip coffee with ice cream in it? I did not expect to have an ice cream coffee and a brownie for my first meal, but you know what? This'll do.
We were off to a quick and unhealthy start of 2,000 calories for breakfast.
The barista in there decided that we were gonna go to El San.
Damn. So Jesse basically ate almost your whole caloric maintenance for most people, which is about 2,000 calories in his first meal of the day. Very good.
Tex-Mex, and that is gonna be the official breakfast. This is just like quick wake me up, you know?
After a quick breakfast, we met Danny, the owner of El Sancho, and we asked him if he could cook us some food.
Definitely. What do you like?
I wanna eat like a local. Let's do it.
We We met Danny by the food truck, and he decided he would cook us brisket enchiladas, a double meat plate with smoked brisket, a side of ribs, and a Grand Sancho taco.
Let's go. Wow.
This all looks
Oh my
great. I don't know how
gosh.
he's even still hungry after the breakfast.
Take a rib, my man. Enjoy yourself. So is this your typical lunch?
Yeah, this is our typical lunch menu.
This is so good.
Okay.
It's true friendship.
Oh my God. Oh my God, yeah.
I never fed another man before,
You never put meat in another man's mouth?
especially off the bone.
We got a few thousand calories in front of me. Pretty insane. That's only meal number 1. I'm gonna eat a little more of it.
You guys want to go to another sweet spot?
Are you inviting me on a date?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, me and my man Danny are going on
All
a
right, I'm
date.
feeling the bromance going on here.
We're going to Sweets by Casey. Apparently, this is where you take someone on a first date. Am I right, Danny? Yeah. What I find crazy is that it's like we in one door, got ice cream coffee, went into another room, got tacos and a bunch of Mexican food, walked around the corner, and now we're getting these sweets.
That's what we call a trifecta.
A trifecta. This is insane. What do you recommend?
I had this the other day and it was the
I mean, yeah, but I lived in Manhattan for a long time. You can walk every other store and find something extremely unhealthy. And if you wanted to just keep going from store to store to store, you would rack up the calories. So I don't know if he's emulating what a true local's eating habits are in this case. I mean, he is going crazy with the calories. I mean, it's possible. I don't know, but I just wanted to put that out there because anyone in any place, unless there's no food around, can find a way to get a lot of calories in, especially with all the sweets we have today.
I had this the other day and it was the bomb.
Can I let you pick what I get today?
Yeah.
And I'll pay for yours.
No.
Yes. Let's do it. You pick what I get, I'll pay for yours and mine. And then you Venmo me back. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Pumpkin cupcake. Let's get a few things. We're going
have to get a
We're going off the deep end today. So we'll get pumpkin, we'll get a cheesecake. So my question to you is, do you think that it's justified that this town is rated as like #1 unhealthy?
We live on the border, so that a lot has to do with it.
Okay.
You know, our food is, a lot of places are unhealthy because of where we
border.
live. It's our culture. It's
Good.
I know.
It's good.
I know that.
Listen, it's better than any other food.
Thank you. It was good meeting you.
Great meeting you. The amount of calories in front of me.
So culture is definitely a thing that can influence, how you eat, how the food is cooked, how nutritious it is versus the calorie intake. I actually thought she was going to say where we live in terms of food deserts, because there's a lot of places across the country that unfortunately just don't have access to fresh, healthy foods. If you want to get that, it's more expensive than just going to McDonald's and picking up a Big Mac, which I'm not going to lie, is very good. I've had many of Big Macs, but it's not the most healthy thing. And if you're doing that on a daily basis to save money, that's where you're going to see a lot of people can quickly become obese, increase their likelihood of type 2 diabetes, and all host of downstream effects as a result.
It doesn't look like that much, but these portions are absolutely insane. This triple leche, probably 1,200 calories. This cheesecake, probably, dude, it's gotta be 900. This muffin has weight to it. I'm already feeling sick to my stomach, and it's not even noon. Sometimes, I literally just want to give up on my diet completely and just... What? Oh, should I say it again?
No, I've been letting you talk with that much stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to point that out too.
Eating like this, it's very easy to see how someone might just give up on their diet. The amount of dopamine that I'm getting from eating this is actually dangerous. People that struggle with weight, it's not always that they just don't have self-control, but it's literally like you can't stop yourself from eating sometimes. I'm probably at 4,000 calories.
Yeah, no, I'm more like 6,500 calories in.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'd agree. And he's right. I mean, the dopamine that you get from these sugary foods, it definitely can become addicting. It sometimes becomes compulsive, and it's almost a habit that people don't think about, going for those sugary foods and just eating it on a daily basis, and your body will crave it after a while. Now, that doesn't mean you should cut out all sugars. I'm not in the camp of like going to that extreme, but it is something to be aware of.
500 calories in.
Welcome to a 10,000 calorie challenge in McAllen.
He's gonna need a big lift after today.
So we are in the gym right now. We're at Gold's Gym in McAllen. I'm not gonna lie, this gym is absolutely beautiful. There was 2 types of gyms you could go to. There are 2 Gold's gyms, and then there's a bunch of True Fits, which I have never heard of in my entire life. There are no non-commercial gyms in McAllen, so we're just gonna have to make do with this, but honestly, it's very nice here. Now, I know that doing cardio right now is pretty much pointless, but I do feel that my stomach is starting to feel all this food and junk. So I'm gonna try to burn some calories, knowing how much food is gonna be consumed this entire weekend. And we're gonna try to stay healthy, okay?
The cardio is not pointless because there's actually studies that show that even if you're not doing cardio for the calorie deficit, it could be very helpful and has a host of other positive effects. But with that said, a lot of people overestimate how much they're actually burning when they do cardio. So like I try to walk every day about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll probably get to like 4 to 5 miles. I'll maybe burn 500 calories during that time. Sometimes I'll only have enough time to do like 3 miles. And if I'm not running, I'm basically just burning like 350 calories, which basically means if I just avoid like 1 or 2 snacks during the day or dessert after a meal or anything like that, that's the amount that replaces me needing to do that cardio, at least from a calorie deficit standpoint. So there's 2 ways to basically decrease your calorie deficit: expend more energy by working out or eat less. And actually eating less is a lot easier in terms of putting yourself into a calorie deficit throughout the day than how much you're working out. Unless you're like doing high intensity interval training or competitive sports, I find it very difficult to really be burning off like more than 750 calories from exercise. I would say that's the high end, where it's a lot easier to, let's say, cut back your calories by 500. I think a perfect combination is to do both and do a little from each side. And that way you don't feel like you're depriving yourself too much and you're also getting that healthy exercise throughout the day.
I've noticed that people over here are a lot overweight, and like seeing someone like you inspire me to get fitness and stuff.
Appreciate that, bro. What do you think is the root cause of it?
Mexican food down here.
So the cultural food.
Yeah, literally, it's really good, but it's a lot fattening. So.
Yeah.
After hearing him talk, it made me realize how much the food was the problem here in McAllen. And it made me want to get in touch with someone who can fix it.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Jesse James West.
This is
I'm a
very
YouTuber.
dramatic, but good. But I like the
And I'm
effects. I
looking
like
to
the
see
special
if there's
effects for sure.
a chance to interview the mayor of McAllen. The mayor just answered, I'll be back tomorrow till after 2 p.m. I'm gonna say, amazing. What time works best for you? Talk about a headline, interview to help millions.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's good marketing right there. You really hooked them in.
Dash Jesse James West. Talk about a headline. Sir, can I ask you a question? Would you like to come out to dinner tonight? Come on!
I gotta go to Harlingen.
If you want to come out tonight, you're more than welcome. We're going to the strip club.
After joking around with Alex, our Uber driver, we were able to have a serious conversation on obesity. I had to ask him a question.
What can I do to help? Is there anything I could do to help?
Basically, what you can do is just tell them they're gonna die. If you don't fix your life, you're gonna die.
After hearing those words come out of Alex's mouth, it made me realize that this entire mission was a lot bigger than expected. But after he dropped us off, I got a text from Alex, our Uber driver, with some good news.
When he just texted me and said that he said, hey, I will do dinner. What time? Boys, let's have ourselves a night. Woo! These are my...
So that's an interesting perspective in terms of the advice. I have seen some people really need to hear like shocking news like that, you're gonna die, to really wake them up and take action. However, that's not how everybody responds. And in medical school, we're taught about the stages of behavior change. And this applies to eating habits, smoking, any vice that you could really think of. So these stages include pre-contemplation, where you're not even thinking about making a change at all. Contemplation, when you're starting to think about it, but you're not ready to do anything. Preparation, where you're actually preparing to make a change in your life. Action, and then after action is maintenance. And then there's also a relapse phase, because it's very common to relapse, but that doesn't mean that you've done a bad job or that you didn't make progress. And it can actually be helpful to acknowledge that that's just part of the stages and not the end of your ability to make a big change in your life.
Boys, let's ride. Okay with being on camera? No! It's my cowboy outfit, isn't it? You think...
Looking like a Tracy Bird or something.
Hi! Do I look good? Yes, dude, the moms are loving it. Oh, hello. Good to see you. First of all, what do you think of my outfit?
Pretty cool. You were dressed the part.
I'm dressed the part. Listen, I'm trying to fit the part.
Alex and I ordered some dinner, and he allowed me to ask him some personal questions.
So you went from 390 pounds to what are you at now?
Yeah, I'm at 288.
Are you trying to get lower?
That's
Stay where you're at?
awesome.
What-
That's like
what is your
100
goal?
pounds of
I
weight
want to get
loss.
more. How I tell you about my friend Rudy?
Yes.
Same thing. He's 500 plus.
Really?
Yeah. He ended up in the hospital. And I told him I don't want you to die.
How long have you known Rudy?
It's been 11 years.
Oh,
11
okay,
years
so like
already.
very close friend.
Yeah.
So you seeing that definitely changed the way your path was going.
My path, yes.
Do you think that you would have been going down that path as he is?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I was depressed. You could ask my wife. I was never happy.
I think it's really eye-opening.
Yeah, one of the symptoms of depression is changes in appetite. So a lot of times that could be not eating at all, but sometimes it's overeating and binging. So that can definitely play a big role in contributing to someone who's overweight and trying to make a change. When you're in a depressed state, it's a lot harder to do so.
I was never happy.
I think it's really eye-opening to me, the struggles that people go through that like
But ironically, sometimes making the change, doing exercise, and taking actions to improve helps you get out of that depression as well. It's not going to be an end-all fix, but it definitely can help. And anything you do to improve your body or your mind are good steps in the right direction.
the struggles that people go through that like I've never seen.
I'm overweight, but I've controlled where I can walk. Like Rudy can't.
And you're also
walk
working
anymore.
on it.
Yeah.
Like, you're working on yourself every day. That's amazing.
After hearing Alex's touching stories, it made me really want to meet Rudy. But for now, we're going to enjoy our dinners.
It's zero, but this does not taste zero whatsoever. There's no way this is 0 calories. Is this really 0 calories?
No, not zero.
Yeah, I was gonna say that does not look like a Coke Zero. That's clearly a regular Coke. Come on, Jesse. But Coke Zero is good. That's like a diet hack that I use. So there's a whole debate of like sucralose and other things that are artificial sweeteners. The research kind of murky on there. There's really not good evidence, and I know people are gonna challenge me on the comments below on this. It's not great evidence that those are super harmful to your microbiome and things like that. It could cause changes in the short term, but maybe that's a whole topic for another YouTube video when I have more time to show the research and really get into it.
It's not zero. See, it says 0 on it though. It literally says 0 right here. It says 0, but it's not.
You say the sticker fell from the diet to that.
The sticker fell from
The diet started to that.
That is why people struggle with weight loss. Give me a hug. I'll see you tomorrow.
That's it.
Okay?
It's the one
I'm
Coke.
gonna help you. I'm gonna get you a 6-pack.
At the most 7.
At the most 7.
Wow. 187.1. I put on 2 pounds in one day. That's insane.
That's not bad at all, given how much he ate. If I ate like that, I'd probably be up 5 pounds. You also eat all the sugar and stuff. You're gonna retain more water weight there too. So honestly, that's not bad.
Today we're here at Harper Cook Nutrition and Fitness. We're going to be meeting up with a professional dietitian and nutritionist here in the local McAllen area. And we're going to be getting to the bottom and the root problem of this obesity problem here in McAllen from a professional. Let's get inside and figure out what's going on. Brandon, nice to meet you, man. I appreciate you having me.
Nice to meet you, Jesse.
All right, so I got a lot of questions for you, okay?
All right.
Let's get to the bottom of it.
It's a nice nutrition office.
Let's do this. That's a pleasure.
Pleasure was all mine.
McAllen, Texas is rated #1 for the most obese city in America. Do you think that stands true?
Definitely there are some things that being closer to the border impacts, and we have a bigger impact here in our area.
What about the food makes it unhealthy here?
Right, so I mean it's good. It's good
It's
food.
very good.
They put a lot of love and a lot of time and effort into what they're cooking. You come to the US, you're exposed to a whole new things. Now you're adding cheese, you're supersizing, there's sides, and
Damn.
just the way of life over there, they tend to walk more, they tend to be more active.
Wow,
So
I didn't think about that.
you're eating more, but you're also burning more. A
Oh
homemade
my
meal,
gosh. How can you and I help people dealing with these problems? How can we prevent it? How can we attribute maybe knowledge or anything? Like, what can we do?
I think it's very important to start early. Your health is a priority. Your health is gonna catch up with you later on. You can have foods. It's the excess of foods that starts to become an issue. When children see their parents exercising, making their health a priority, setting time aside to get right, spiritually, physically, mentally, the children will be more likely to follow along.
Talking to Brandon enlightened me so much more with the connections of obesity to McAllen, Texas, and I'm happy that I had the opportunity to chat with him.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, children reflect what their parents do a lot of times, and they don't choose their foods. A lot of times parents are giving children very sugary foods, letting them overeat and things like this, especially when they're very young. And that can definitely have lasting effects, and is something that we need to focus on overall as a society. Just education is extremely important, and also building good habits early on, getting kids active, and just teaching them overall good habits from a young age, and making it a part of just the overall culture, as opposed to the culture we have today, which is very sedentary, very unhealthy in terms of the foods we eat and the portions of foods we eat, can really make a big difference.
How's it going, Mr. Villalobos? This is Jesse James West, the YouTuber that was emailing you. A good friend of mine gave me your phone number, but I just wanted to connect and introduce myself here. Well, thank you so much, and I will hopefully see you later. Mayor has answered. Still stuck in Mex. I don't know, man. Something's fishy. I don't know what he's doing. When will you be back? He's typing. Hopefully around 5. Perfect. We'll be around all night. If you guys remember Alex from dinner last night, he was mentioning how his friend Rudy is 500 pounds and is really struggling. So we're fortunate enough that we can go in and meet Rudy today. Alex, baby! Let's go! Rudy, my man! So first of all, I want to say thank you for being willing to do this. It's brave of you. It's awesome of you that you're going to be able to help so many people watching this. And if you don't mind, I'd just love to ask you some questions. I want to ask you what your current struggles are.
Currently, I have trouble moving up and about. I got kind of sick, and then I fell, and then after that, it's just been trying to get back to normal of moving up and about and around.
What would you say to someone that could be going either down the path to be where you are right now in your struggles as sort of a source of hope or motivation to maybe have them steered in a direction that wouldn't put them in a hardship?
Sometimes you can't be afraid to reach out and go, hey, I've been dealing with this. Can we talk about this kind of thing? I just really need someone to hear me. Sometimes it just crushes you when you're by yourself.
Now, what can someone like myself with the platform that I have do or say or educate or whatever it might be to help others in the similar situation?
Something as easy as getting you groceries or something that you might not have been able to afford for your kids.
25% of families are below the poverty line.
So bigger families, less money, relying on cheaper, worse foods.
When I first started the gym, I was real self-conscious.
Yeah, exactly. Just like I was saying, it sounds like it would be the other way around. Like in the past, many years ago, it was the rich that were overweight and they were pale, and that was seen as a sign of wealth because they had plenty of food and they didn't have to be out working in the sun. But today, it's actually families that sometimes are in a worse socioeconomic situation that you see are more unhealthy because they have to go for the cheap, high-calorie, high-dense foods.
Because like I said, I was 400 pounds. First thing that happened was some guy came up to me and he's like, hey, I'm not to be rude, but how big are you? And I told him. He's like, wow, okay. How long do you think you'll last here?
I just want to say, I'm so grateful that you were able to tell everyone your story and stuff.
No problem.
It means a lot to me, and I know this is going to hit a lot of people at home. Rudy, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, okay?
Alex found out about the condition that his best friend Rudy was in and made it a priority to find him and get him the help that he needed.
And I came into his life and I was not going to let him go, and I told him, I'm not going to let you, I don't want you to die. I'm not going to let you die this time.
I'm not sure if you watched the end of my video, but do you know what my saying is? So it's to stay relentless. I want to leave you with that in a way of what relentless means to me is that you never give up. And I want you to be relentless, and please don't give up. Because Alex needs you, and we need you. And we're counting on you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
First of all, I want to say thank you for introducing me to Rudy. Great person. I understand why you want to help him so much. But one thing I want to do for you, give you $500 to give it and help Rudy, help you. But I want to at least give back for what you've done for me for this video. But that's for you, for helping me on becoming even a better person. I appreciate you, Alex.
After having that incredibly impactful conversation with Rudy and Alex, it motivated me even more to get in touch with the mayor to find a solution for these problems.
This is our last chance to get Mayor Villalobos on board for an interview, all right? I'm gonna try my best to convince him here. Calling him. Mr. Villalobos, hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh my God, I just got in and took a nap.
Oh, really? Long day?
Oh yeah.
So, is there any chance that we'd be able to even meet or maybe even grab a coffee? It'd be super quick, I can come to you.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Awesome, send me the address. And then when would you like me to come? We just got the address, we gotta go. Let's go, let's go. Oh my God, wait.
Jesse's trying. Get in contact with the mayor within 2 days of being in one location.
Up in style. I got it. He said the address, but he didn't say what town, but I'm gonna assume it's McAllen. We got 10 minutes to get there, and then we have a literal 10-minute interview, so let's go. Literally the Uber is not coming, then we went the wrong way. We have a time schedule with the mayor. This is everything that we have been working for this entire weekend, is leading up to this moment right here.
After finally being able to meet with Mayor Villalobos, I wasted no time and asked him some questions.
Did you know that McAllen is ranked #1 for most obese in the country?
That's what we've read. And yes, and I think one of the issues we have is a lack of education a lot of the times. Then the Hispanic community a lot of the times has not been too much into fitness. It's starting to change.
What do you think is the next step for McAllen to not be ranked #1?
Well, that's going to take about a lot of effort by the people themselves, because no matter what we do, if they themselves don't do it, nothing's going to change.
Now, I want to propose something to you, and I think it's a brilliant idea.
As long as it's not marriage.
No. Well, will you marry me? No, I'm kidding. I want to propose to have a National Jesse James West Day in McAllen. I think it'd be an awesome day where everyone is fit and it's promoting fitness for an entire 24 hours. What do you think about that?
I think anything, whether it's Jesse James or anybody else, as long as you're promoting it's important.
So you're thinking we could do a Jesse James West Day?
I think there's
just do a fitness day.
I think yes. I think that would be awesome. You know, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to get this interview with you, and I'm glad I did. I think it's awesome. I think we just became best friends. I am searching for a dad, so if you'd like to be my dad, let me know.
I've done that before, so as long as you behave.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Oh wait, I have one more thing. Can you just tell the camera to stay relentless?
That is not how I expected that interview to go.
Not bad. Peace.
All right, awesome video though. Overall, some great points. Really sheds a light on some of the issues that people are facing throughout the United States and across the world, to be honest. It's a combination of so many factors. Education, how foods are cooked just in general today, just overall cultural habits, and it's very difficult to change. It's really not something that's easy and doesn't come natural to a lot of people, but you can improve one small step at a time. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm curious to hear what are your thoughts down below. Also, if you're getting any value, please subscribe. It just takes a quick second. I'd really appreciate it. We're really pumping out the YouTube content right now, and it's just going to keep getting better and better. All right, see you in the next one.